Hey, what's going on, guys? Thanatos Cairo here. Today I'm bringing you episode 10 of Octopath Traveler. After a brief hiatus, I'm finally back in the YouTube game and I'm ready to start recording again. So, let's get started. On today's agenda, we are going to be doing something a little different because obviously, since we are way too underleveled to tackle any of the characters Chapter 2, we're going to have to be taking a break from story for a little bit. But for now, I want to be doing something that involves a little hidden mechanic that has been hiding in this game. We just haven't seen it yet because it's been locked by this question mark listing in our pause menu. But if you go into learn skills, you'll see that each of the characters have a specific job for them. Honnet is listed as a hunter, Therion a thief, Alphen is an apothecary, and Ulbrich, from last video, as we've seen, is a warrior. So, the mechanic that I'm talking about is actually the ability to give your party members secondary jobs. So, we aren't just locked into this skill set, which, although pretty large, might not be enough to tackle future bosses in this game. So, if by going to specific locations of the game called shrines, at least that's what this game calls them, by going to these shrines, we can unlock secondary jobs to add to our characters. Unfortunately, though, those shrines are located in areas where enemies are a bit higher level than we are, but I'm always up for a bit of a challenge, and given that Honnet's level 16 and is pretty physically powerful, we should be alright, even if Honnet does end up carrying the entire team the whole time. But before we do that, let's give Ulbrich another skill. He can learn 2 new skills right now. So I think I'm going to give him Cross Strike, just for that damage boost if we ever need it. And I think I'm also going to give him 1,000 Spears. It might be helpful for breaking enemies. And we just unlocked a support skill for Ulbrich, Cover. Let's see what it does. Cover allows the equipping character to absorb single targeted damage for allies who happen to be near death. So basically this makes Ulbrich the tank of the party, where if any character happens to be in critical condition, which the game says is when a character is under 25% of their HP, Ulbrich will be able to absorb damage that targets them. So let's equip it. It'll be useful for now, though I don't intend on keeping it forever. But beyond that, we need to equip Therion with Incidental Attack. I can't believe I've never done this before. I should have done this way earlier, but oh well. Incidental Attack gives us a 50% chance that we will attack when using a non-damaging skill on a foe, like a debuff. That's pretty convenient, and gives us some extra action economy. Thankfully, when it comes to locating these shrines, I know pretty easily where they are, and plus the minimap kind of gives their general location when you approach the area where they're located in. But let's go find these shrines, shall we? First up, we are going to find the Shrine of the Warrior, which unlocks the warrior as a secondary job. Let's check this. Oh. Looks like before we check out the sign, we got a fight on our hands. We have one new enemy here. We have a Dread Falcon. He looks pretty intimidating. Let's try some daggers. Oh, we actually missed one of those. That hasn't happened yet. Oh man, that Falcon hits like a truck, but thankfully if we use Aerostorm, we should be able to target all of the enemies here. And they're all weak to bows as well. Alright, everyone's broken now. That just leaves the Dread Falcon left. Thankfully, not for much longer. The Dread Falcon is gone, and the battle is done. Great. Alright, so, let's go check out the sign. Cobblestone, Sunshade, and then the North Cobblestone Gap to Ripple Tide is over there. Okay, so there's only 2 paths here, but we need to be at the South Cobblestone Gap. I think this is it already. So we're going to proceed to the North Cobblestone Gap, and from there we will make our way downward. The North Cobblestone Gap has a danger level of 7, so we're okay so far. We're alright. Let's save the game. That is my personal file, so I can't overwrite that, but we will overwrite the first file. And we'll just keep cycling through 1 through 24 as needed. Let's make our way down here. Hopefully if there's any chests, we can pick them up. Like this one right here. What's inside? A healing grape, always useful, and there's a purple chest down there.
Let's see what you got.
Alright, Olberg is level 8. He leveled up from that fight. So we have these purple chests here, thankfully. Therion can open purple chests. And we got a magic nut from it. Magic nuts, if I remember correctly, increase elemental attack for a single character. Permanently as well, too, which makes it indispensably useful, especially in the later game. Let's check out this sign, see what it tells us. South Cobblestone Gap leads to Cobblestone, Stone Guard is that way, and Ripple Tide is down there. We need to go to Stone Guard.
Want a tangle, huh?
I'm quickly realizing that maybe I shouldn't be using Aerostorm so much, because although it becomes easier to use it more often later game, in early game it's very expensive in terms of the SP cost. Alright, the North Stone Guard Pass has a danger level of 17. We should be alright. Assuming I can strategize properly, but these enemies are going to be tough. Especially for this stage in the game. Alright, I see the shrine icon on our mini-map down there. It's the one right next to the dot. It looks like a boat with 4 columns sticking out of it. And we see that we can take a path to Wellspring and a path to Everhold. Alright. For now, we are going to make our way toward the shrine. It is down here. The Shrine of the Thunderblade. Thankfully, there are no enemies here, so we can just continue on as usual. And here we have a nice little pedestal with a statue on it. I'm going to assume it's a statue, although it's a little tiny. A voice echoes in our head, and it says, "Hail, traveler. I am Brand, the Thunderblade. Unto thee, who dost boldly venture to this place, I impart the knowledge of the heavens." And we get a ton of blue sparkles. And just like that, we unlock the warrior as a secondary job. And I completely skipped the tutorial. We are going to have to look at that right now. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Secondary jobs, here it is. Secondary jobs open up new strategies in battle with secondary jobs. If you gain new jobs during your journey, simply go to the job screen to use them. A secondary job changes more than just the weapons and skills available to you. You can switch your secondary job freely, but only one character can use a given secondary job at a time. So we're not locked into having a character use only a secondary job forever. But only one character can use it at a time. So we will choose our character who will be the warrior wisely. So the warrior secondary job gives buffs to your max HP, physical attack, and physical defense. I honestly think Therion is quite lacking in those categories. He gains a very, very large increase from physical attack, at least for early game, because it's based on percentages. But it does look fairly promising to make Therion the warrior. So I think we're going to keep him as the warrior for now. If we made Alphen the warrior, he wouldn't get much of a strength buff. And Olberg obviously can't be the warrior twice. Honnet is already powerful enough as is, so I don't think we're going to need her to be the warrior just yet. Anyways, now that we have the warrior job, we can press onward. Next up, we are going back to, we're definitely going back to Alphen's village of Clearbrook in the Riverlands to go find the apothecary secondary job. Then we'll be moving on to, well, actually, where is Therion? Yeah, okay. First we're going to Alphen in Clearbrook, then Therion in Boulderfall, and then Honnet in Swarky. And we will get their relevant secondary jobs: the apothecary, the thief, and the hunter, respectively. I am going to walk there, because I really do need the experience. It'll be like a sort of grinding adventure. It'll take a long time to walk all the way over there, but the XP will be more than worth it.
You won't feel a thing.
But hey, now I can demonstrate to you how Therion the Warrior looks like in battle. Now, as you can see, he has access to both Thief and Warrior skills, which include all of these skills that Ulbrich has access to, but he'll need to unlock them separately. But, as you can see, he now has access to Level Slash and Abide, as well as all of the Thief skills we unlocked for him earlier. And he also has access to new weapons. Now, not only can he use the dagger and the sword, as he could previously, but now he can also use the spear. And that's always nice. Let's try Level Slash. Fairly powerful, if I do say so myself. Let's use Aerostorm, get this over quickly. And that just leaves the Dread Falcon over there. It should be gone fairly shortly. There we go. And the battle's over. Alflin is level 11 now, and that's always nice. These secondary jobs will be immensely useful in battle, because it'll effectively double the amount of party members we have, because now each party member can have access to 2 jobs. Let's continue on down this path and get that chest. We missed it earlier. What's inside? Another healing grate. Alright, I'll take it.
Let us fight with honor.
Alright, but first, before we go anywhere else, let's go save the game, so that way I don't lose my progress. Go and save in slot 2. There we go. And as you can see, Therion is also rocking a new coat of paint. Now he has Ulbrich's colors as well. Although, when you're outside of battle, he will be showing his normal Thief colors in-game. The warrior colors, the outfits of the secondary jobs only show up in battle when you're traveling across the world and stuff like that. It's not really visible unless you go into the pause menu. But that will be all the time I have for you guys for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please let me know. Next video will be tackling the rest of these secondary jobs. At least for this party, there are more that I plan to use for our other party that we will get to way on down the road. But for now, I hope you guys look forward to the next video and all that comes with it. But until then, I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.